a lot of us have these intersecting disciplines that are always like, are you guys like, how is it possible that you can do
yes.
different things on different spectrums? Yeah. And it's like, if you only knew that the way that society has allowed you to classify these two things as separate, when really they are pretty like
continuous. Yeah.
Go hand in hand.
Well, I think being seen in different disciplines is very personal, so it's going to be different for each answer that you're getting from each person. So in relation to myself, like, what will make me feel the most grounded and the most comfortable to do this difficult work that maybe I'm a little like less advantaged in, like say like my parents at home aren't engineers, or they can't help me with the extra base knowledge of what we're learning in the classroom. So I think you have to talk about this multidiscipline major that I'm pursuing and that you pursued. And you're constantly thinking about, like, am I putting too much time into dance and I'm not putting enough time into physics? Or am I putting too much time into physics and not enough into dance? And then you think of how your professors perceive you based on that. And when you speak up in the classroom, or like how well you're doing on your assignments, and you're thinking like, oh, if I'm slipping a little bit in physics, like, is my professor going to judge me and be like, oh, you're dancing too much? So I feel like I'm constantly thinking about that when I'm asking questions. And I think that affects maybe how I'm being seen in the area of, like, in the physics department. But then I always have to bring myself back and be like, okay, I'm in college. I'm here to learn. Yeah, I think it's so important to have these conversations. I guess I'm going to say that coming from someone who is doing physics and dance, so two sides of the brain, someone might argue. But I think it's a great way to introduce, I think, younger individuals to the area, to the subject.